Hi there everyone, it's Roger here from VinylmationKingdom.com with a new top 10 9-inch Vinylmations. This was recently a question brought up by Nick Brendt over on the Destination Vinylmation podcast. It was in the Jukebox 160 episode. So I'm going to run through my top 10 9-inch Vinylmations. Now what is cool with this list is it's purely based on my own. So feel free to comment below with what your top 9-inch Vinylmations. Now I'm going to quickly just go through these 10, but I'm going to start off with the ones I don't own, the ones that I would like to get at some point. Okay, so I'm going to kick off with the Haunted Mansion Park 1 combo set, which has got the creepy wallpaper, got a really cool 3-inch and the 9. It just looks fantastic, and it's kind of one of those all-time classic figures. Back in the old early Park days, they were used much more as sort of art pieces, and they were very low LE, very hard to get, and a lot of the Park 9-inch ones were pretty cool. And Brent and Nick pretty much had quite a lot of their 9 inches that they had on their list were very much in my sort of top list, and also ones that would be sort of honourable mentions. So that's going to be number 1. Okay, and the second 9-inch that I thought was pretty cool that I don't yet own yet is the Disney Store Cinderella Clock Strikes 12. The box was this huge thing with all the design on it. The package overall just was fantastic, and the use of building the castle and having the coach on it, it was just a fantastic 9-inch, and I think it was an LE 1500, and it was pretty much sold out. There was a few places where it got discounted because it hadn't sold, but it was a really strong seller, which shows you when they make a beautiful 9-inch, it could still sell, even though it does look like they've pretty much abandoned most of the 9-inch designs now. Right, another Vinylmation that I don't yet own includes the Park 6 Up. The reason why this one is so cool is that you've got sort of the house going up with all the balloons carrying it around, and it just looks like a piece of art, and they've really done a fantastic job. We don't get a lot of Up vinyls at the minute, and that just looks fantastic, and I'd love to add that one to my collection, but sadly at the minute it's probably a little bit out of my price range. And the next Vinylmation that I would like to add to my collection is the Park 3 Winnie the Pooh and Piglet combo. Now this is a really sort of completely different to those other figures I just said, because they're very, very simple. I mean, they're just literally, he's pure orange, yellowy, with a few dots, but it looks so simple, but it looks so effective, and I just think it's a really cool combo set that I'd love to add to my collection at some point. Okay, I'm going to just quickly mention a few other noticeable ones that I wouldn't mind adding to my collection, but aren't in my top 10 officially, which include the Park Mine, so the Finding Nemo figure, the Big Thunder Mountain one where you can sort of see the train going around, because I just love that ride. Okay, right, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through some of my other top 10 9-inch Vinylmations, but I've actually got these in my collection, so I'm going to show you them while we're going. Okay, so here we are. We've got my Vinylmations 9 inches here. So I've got quite a few here. So I'm going to kick off first off here. We've got the Pete's Dragon and Pete combo. So we've got Elliot the Dragon. I love Pete's Dragon. It was one of my favourite cut movies when I was a kid, and for that reason I just think it's fantastic. The way his face is, and he's got the chalk noughts and crosses on his chest. It's just a fantastic figure, and that's why it's in my top 10. Up next, we have the New York Taxi Vinylmation. The reason why I love this was this figure, this is where I discovered Vinylmation, was in the New York store. I saw all these 9-inch Vinylmations, didn't really fully get it, picked up the tins instead. When I got home, only I think about a year later, they'd reduced all these to about $5 each, so I brought a pile, quite a few of the New York ones, and I just think it's fantastic because it reminds me of New York, and sort of the whole thing about Vinylmation. It was one of the first 9 inches I ever saw, and I had to add it to my collection, so that's the reason for that one. Okay, so I'm going to actually put these two guys into the same bracket. It's the London Taxi and the London Bus. Now, the reason I love these, obviously it's British. You know, it was one of the first few Vinylmations I ever had, because we had them on the Disney store. My wife brought them for me for Christmas. And, you know, you've got the London here, and just overall, I just love the fact that we've got something from England in here. Okay, now up here, we have the Roger Rabbit, which is again on my top 10 9-inch Vinylmations. The reason for that is very simple, because I'm a huge Roger Rabbit fan, and obviously with my name being Roger, this was kind of a big thing when I was a kid, and it's the only proper Roger Rabbit Vinylmation. Now you can see here two other Vinylmation 9-inches that are pretty cool, but they haven't gone onto my list, so now I'm just going to show you my other two. Okay, so here we are in my living room with the last two entries on my top 9-inch Vinylmations. They are both the Lakinda ones. You've got here the Let Your Conscience Be Your Guide, and here you've got the I Will Never Grow Up 9-inch. The reason I love these is I'm a big collector of anything to do with ice cream, and these were both brought to me for Christmas. My wife got me one, and my for a birthday, and my in-laws brought me the other one for a Christmas present. Now these are just simply fantastic, and look at the level of detail on the back here. They are just fantastic, and they are my favourite 9-inch Vinylmations. They are in my living room for that reason. They are just simply amazing designs, and I just love them. Okay, there you go. That's my top 10 Vinylmation 9-inches. So remember to subscribe to the channel, and also check out Vinylmation. Yeah. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. That was my top 10 9-inch Vinylmations. Remember to subscribe to the channel, check out vinylmationkingdom.com, and also remember to check out the Destination Vinylmation podcast. Thank you very much.